Well guys, I made it to Fishpond Lake. It's right over there. Just finished talking to the guy that runs the lake, and we got one spot left with power. One. But that's okay, that's all I need is one. Ran into somebody just sitting here as I was pulling up talking to the host, and I ran into another YouTuber. How about that? What's the odds? What's your name again?
My name's Jeremy. On YouTube, it's Possum on the Road.
Possum on the Road. What do you do?
Well, basically, I just ride that thing right there and
Harley?
walk and camp out. Show the campgrounds that I go to. Let people
go to different campgrounds and stuff?
Go to different campgrounds. Let people just
show them around.
Show them around, yeah.
That's really cool. That is really cool. I like his little tent, too. Check that out. That is sweet. That is sweet. Goes right on your bike, too, huh?
Yeah, just fits right on there.
I heard that, man. I heard that. But yeah, it's called Possum on the Road. If anybody wants to check out his YouTube channel, swing on over and hit subscribe. See if we can't get him monetized by Monday.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
Well, it's nice talking to you.
You too.
One more thing. Check this out, y'all. Check out this tattoo. Hillbilly Pride. Just look how pretty that is down here by the dam. The flag's all out for Memorial Day. There's supposed to be freshwater jellyfish in here. I've never seen a freshwater jellyfish, but they're supposed to be in there. Check it out, a sundial. That is so cool. That is so cool. I love that. I came prepared. I brought my power bank just in case I couldn't get a site with power, but we got the last one. Very pretty little place when you get back in here. They've also got trails. If you're trail riders, they have an access point right here at the back of the lake with I think it was 22 miles worth of just mountain trails, really pretty mountain trails. I haven't checked out the trails yet, but we will eventually. We'll get around to it. You have arrived. I'm not really a big campground kind of guy. I usually go for the primitive stuff way back out in the woods somewhere. But we could deal with a campground. This is work, right? We're working. Yeah, it's work. Okay, I'm thinking right there. Looks like a really good spot to me. And yeah, I got my water right there, little fire pit. That will work. That is my spot right there. Little mountain lake. Way out in Kentucky in the middle of nowhere. Hidden lake. Of course, more people know about it now. This right here is the Boy Scout camp right here. Got most of the camp set up. Hello. Got most of my camp set up and was talking to the campground host, and he was telling me there was some firewood down here at the Boy Scout camp. Look what. But anyway, I'll take you back up here in a second and show you camp. I just figured probably need to run on down here. He said if you want to get something, you probably need to go on down there now. Don't know how long it's going to last. It's Memorial Day weekend, a lot of people here. So yeah, probably go on down now and get something. But look at that, how pretty that is. Now of course it's Sunday afternoon right now, is why it's busy right now. But this evening I'm sure it's going to get really quiet, and tomorrow, Monday, I'm sure, will probably be a lot quieter than this then too. But anyway, it's, kids running around having fun and picnics and, good stuff, right? Good stuff. But yeah, that's the bathroom back there, swings. You rent this, like I said, this is the Boy Scout camp, and you rent this from Letcher County, from the tourism board. And you get this entire place here, swings, bathrooms, whole boat, private boat dock and everything for $100. Okay, we are back at camp. I got my firewood ready, and this end of camp is totally desolate. Just about. A car go by every now and then. Like that one. It's when you turn around. It's when you see a few people. That's when it gets a little bit people-y. Goes back in here. The road just kind of follows the lake and goes all the way back out to the dam on the lower end. It's really pretty. But it's a nice campground. You know, RV spots, they have power and water. Yeah, I can live with this. It's like having a really nice hotel room with all the amenities and grass and a lake. I can live with that, I suppose. Of course, I'm used to more primitive stuff out in the wilderness somewhere, you know, with a TV and inverter, of course. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do, right? There goes another. There's ATV there, headed for the trails. She's doubling him. Cool. Cool. Go get him, girls. All right, let's kick back a little bit, enjoy, and relax a little. Starting to cool off now. The sun's trying to go down a little bit, so should be a nice evening. Well, take a look at this. Just happened to be, you know, out gathering a little bit of firewood, getting ready over there, getting my fire ready. Got a little bit cloudy. Sun disappeared all of a sudden. Huh. Well, what's up with that? Look here. The rain followed me. And look here when I zoom out. Hang on, let me zoom out. Look there what's coming. Figures, don't it? Yeah, well, I figured that we'd get some rain. I figured there'd be some. That's okay, though. We don't mind, do we? I guess if it's going to be raining in a few hours, though, I guess I may as well go ahead and get my fire going. I would go down to the lake, you know, show y'all around, but you can hear, you know, there's people all around, so we'll hang around here for a while and see what happens. And either way, I figure tomorrow down at the Boy Scout camp, you know, that spot will be busy if nothing else. See what's going on. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get me a fire going, turn my music back on, and continue on with my evening and wait for some rain. Okay, check this little spot out. I am right there. You can see a little tiny hint of red, the last site in the campground. And we're going down right here. This first one right here, I'll show you in a minute, is a primitive campsite. I think it's $10 a night. I believe they raised it, but it's still only $10. And you can just pull up and park. This is, if you look at the lake as, you know, like I said, a fish, satellite image. This is the tail. This is fish's tail. It's down here. How y'all doing?
How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty day, ain't it?
It is.
I don't want to show him. Little boy ran over and got a drink of water out of that spring. But check this out. How pretty is this little spot? That's where I was thinking about camping, right there, but, you know, occupied. Look how nice this spot is, though. I was kind of hoping to tent camp right there and fish straight out. That one over there is nice, too, isn't it? On the other side, that's a really nice little spot. A very nice little spot. Very pretty little place. Geese down here playing in the water and babbling brooks doing their thing. Very pretty. Alright, let's head back up to camp for now. We'll let these folks enjoy their day, and we'll either come down and fish either this evening or in the morning. And I'll probably head down to some deeper water when I go. This is, like I said, this is the main back end of the lake. And the front is, you know, down by the dam at the other end. Very nice though, isn't it? Look at that spot over there, that camp spot. Look how nice that is. I'd be afraid to camp there though. You'd have people right on top of you wanting to fish down there, wouldn't you? Look at that spring coming right out of the mountain. Information about it, about the watershed. Very cool. Don't know if I would drink out of it. That little boy did just a minute ago. Of course, I used to drink out of mud holes when I was a little boy. Don't mean I'll do it now. Okay, let's head back up to the campsite. Kind of eyeballing some firewood as I came down. Well, it looks like about half of the campers have left. About where those taillights are. It's about the last of them. Looks like they're pulling out too. Of course, I guess about half of the campground has emptied out. I don't know about any of the tents in the primitive sites, if they were leaving today or not. But, you know, like I said, I'm the only tent up here in the, you know, camper slots. I think I'm representing okay for a tent, you know. Looks okay. I've seen bigger tents, but I like that one. I like the way the ends fold up. You can turn it into a great big huge canopy. But it's a lot quieter now. You still yet hear a few side-by-sides heading back to wherever for the day. As far as I know, I think it might be free to ride the trails. I haven't heard anything about any kind of, you know, trail permits or anything like that. I have to look into that one a little bit more. But anyways, nice little place. Like I said, they've got, you know, a little bit of everything. Camping, the lake, the trails, you know, trails to ride your side-by-side and hiking trails. And, you know, a whole bunch of woods and, you know. Oh, it was $10 a night, by the way, for this site with power and water was $10, by the way. Just saying. So, a little bit better than I thought. I was thinking that the primitive, so there's a few primitive sites. This is the good one, and there's a couple others dotted around. And like he told me, you can primitive camp anywhere. You know, there's grass except for, you know, right up in here in the campground. You can primitive camp anywhere you want around the lake. But yeah, and I figured, you know, I'll have power. I can run stuff and not really need to use my power bank, and easier. Just run a cord and you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about how much power the Starlink's using or the TV. You just plug it up. But no rain yet. Look at that. Completely surrounded. But yeah, nothing here but humidity. I hear a drop. But the campground's pretty quiet up through there. I guess they know it's about to rain too, huh? But anyway, I'm getting ready to fix me some dinner. I got me some pulled pork and some macaroni salad's what it was. And some Hawaiian rolls. Now that sounds good. Heat that up, maybe even toast the rolls just a tiny bit, just for fun. Sounds pretty good. Let's make that happen. In the rain, in the tent, by the fire. Yeah. That looks good, doesn't it? That looks pretty good, if I may say so. Got my buns in here. I've never tried toasting them that way. It seems to be working. Just heat the pan up and Oh yeah. That's Heather. Look at that. Yeah, worked like a charm. Alright, let's get those out. Look at that. That one ain't quite. Had a dip in the middle. Oh, hot. Okay. Now, just need to let that get warm. I've got plenty more if anybody wants any. Just saying. Pulled pork barbecue. That'll work, won't it? Alright, all that needs is to warm up just a little bit. Got me a real good breakfast too for in the morning. Some sausage and eggs and oh yeah, look here. Yeah, it's been sprinkling a little bit. It's coming down. It'll be down here in a minute. It's on its way. It's falling as we speak. Good thing that's a non-stick pan. Can you imagine trying to clean that out? Okay, here we go. It's time. The time has come. Look at that. That don't look half bad, does it? That does not look half bad. Got my phone over here, remote, coffee, TV, side snacks. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You want a bite? Trying to do it without getting it everywhere. Good. Sweet. I like that. It'll work. It'll work. In case anybody's curious, there's someone over on the other side of the lake. Has music playing. You hear it? But it's alright, it's not that late. It's only 9:22. I've been known to play some music obnoxiously loud. Of course, you know, not necessarily in a campground, but you know what I mean. Anyway. Okay, well, alright. Let's turn on Hulu. Alright, let's have dinner, then get the bug zapper. Good morning. It's about, well, it's 8:28. So I'd say it's about 8:30. And yeah, it's about 8:30. It's 8:28. Anyway, it's about 58 outside right now. And the campground is pretty quiet now. I've been up about 20 minutes, not long. Made some coffee, went to the bathroom, you know, that kind of stuff. And yep, it looks like I have the campground pretty much all to myself, other than some vehicles people parked when they left. There's no one else here but me. They all left. It's just their campers and left all of their stuff. It's just me. Anyway, today should be a pretty jumping day, which I guess yesterday was too, you know, travel and, you know, setting everything up and getting ready. I guess yesterday was a little bit active too. Anyway, I've got, I'm going to fix me some breakfast today. I don't usually do breakfast, but I'm going to today. It's going to be a busy one, and like I said, I don't know. Once I leave my campsite, I don't know how long I'm going to be gone. So I'm going to fix me a breakfast today. I brought me some sausage and some eggs, and have one of the little Hawaiian rolls with it, and, you know, fix me up a nice little breakfast, kind of hang out, get woke up, all that good stuff. and get ready to head out. But I did really good, just for the record. In the tent last night, it rained, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, something like that. I woke up. You know how it is in a tent. You wake up, shh, you know, the rain. And you wake up and it just sounds so nice, and you just roll over and go back to sleep. I did that about 4 times last night. But yeah, it's really nice. Dry as a bone in here. No problems. Don't even have any drips. I don't think it rained. Little shower passing by as we speak. Good timing. I said rained and it showed up. Really good timing. Really good timing. But anyway, it's pretty nice in here. I've got me a little space heater on low, pointed directly at my feet, and I've got little fresh air, a little light over there. So yeah, but very comfy, very much feels like almost a hotel room, just kind of separated from the hotel and put out here in the woods by the lake. That's a much better place for hotel rooms, if you ask me. Anyway, all right, let's get off here and get with it. Need to get this ball rolling, I guess, don't I? It's, like I said, going to be a really long day. Should be a good one, though. It's supposed to be cloudy and about 70 degrees today. So, it's a good day for it, right? Good. Well, check this out. Remember I said today was going to be eventful? I got breakfast done, so there's one event. 2 eggs, 2 sausage. Over easy on the eggs. Also eventful, about the time I laid my plate down, I heard some cracking out here. I looked out my window to see what was going on, and this huge beast just fell. Literally 15-20 seconds ago. It just now crashed. Look at the size of that monster. I sat here and watched that thing come out from back in there, shove all this stuff that way, all that stuff that way. Yeah, boom, right there. So far, I'm the only human on earth that knows this road is blocked. Secret knowledge. Look at that, broke that one there. That thing's 6 inches around. It snapped it like a twig. Wow, no doubt. Eventful, I tell you, eventful. Told you. All my trips get weird. I don't know why, but they do. Something weird has to happen. Every single one of them. It looks healthy too. Look at it. It looks like a healthy tree. It just all of a sudden just toppled and crashed all the way to the ground. Shame I missed it. I would have loved to have got that on video. You can see a big gap in the trees right there where it was at. You can see a great big gap where it fell out. That is cool. Okay. Looks like a campground's starting to wake up. The tree woke everybody up. They're up now. Alright, let's go have some breakfast. Well, I was gonna jump in the truck and take you guys a quick tour around the lake real fast. Kind of show you around a little bit, show you the place, tell you some of the stuff about it, that kind of thing. But some campers, ooh, sweet truck, very sweet truck. Some campers have decided that they're going to tackle this tree. I've cut a many a tree in my time. Something like that. I don't know. I think I'd let the park people handle that puppy. I got a feeling things about to get interesting around here. Could be wrong. It may just slipped right on around there. We'll oh no. It's an awful big tree. It's an awful big one. It's a nice truck though, 2,500. You got a big winch too. We'll have to check some of this out. I'll be back. It's a big tree. Big old maple. Okay, this is getting, oh no, that little one, yeah, that's a little limb there. They'll get it if they keep that up. I don't know, that big center section, that's what, just from the road to up there is probably 60 feet, 50 feet. I'm gonna say total 130 feet, give or take. The whole tree. That is wild, isn't it? You can't even really tell it was there now. The forest just kind of took over that hole, didn't it? Huh. Everything else freed up and ready to grow. The weird thing about it, if this tree had fallen yesterday, see, that's the main road. And then this is a little offshoot where my camp is, you know, over by the bathroom. But hey, I'm away from everybody else. They're all up that way. So there's only what, 1, 2, 3, 4 campers left now. Everybody else left. But anyway, everybody has to go right by my tent now. All of the traffic, just think if this was yesterday, but on Sunday, when all of those vehicles, 100, whatever, side by sides taken to the trails, and plus cars and people cruising, motorcycles, Harleys all over the place. Every single one of them would have went right by my door if the tree had fallen just a few hours earlier. Alright, we give them a bit. I'll hang out here a little while. It's still not that warm, but we'll get out here in a little while and do a little bit of fishing, hopefully maybe catch something. They said they caught a couple trout. Of course, I ain't trout fishing, but you know how that goes. Figures, don't it? You're here. Yeah, I'm catfishing. How the catfish bite? Oh, we don't know. We're trout are biting great. Well, look here. Are you doing okay? Trying to split that one limb off of it and move it, and then tackle the big one. That'll be, like I said, round 2. 6-inch chainsaw. I bought one of those, but yeah, you need an 18-inch chainsaw for that central trunk. It's pretty big. He might be able to slide it. It's got a brake. It's got a brake in it back there. If he can get enough of this cleared, he might work. I haven't really seen the park people yet. They came by this morning, just after the break of dawn. I mean, early. They came down, made their rounds, and picked up the garbage, and you know, took all the trash bags and all that stuff. But they've been now we're down to 3 campers. There goes one right there. One up on the far end. And I think that one there said they're getting ready to leave. So that leaves me and 2.
Ready?
Yeah.
It's going to come straight down when I do it. Now, what we need to do now is hook up here, I think, and try to rip it from there. I'm afraid
Yeah.
it'll catch the side of the truck. I'm afraid it'll give me a lot of wind. What about hooking? Good.
All right, back up. You can tell it's an old coal camp. There's all kinds of coal all over the place. Whole thing's going. Whole thing's moving. Whole tree's moving. He's got a little split in it right there. If that'll break right there, they got it whipped. There's a good pop. It's a bad day to be a maple tree. The Dodge Ram is winning round 2, y'all. The tree is definitely losing. You know, this is kind of like an elephant and an ant getting into a fight. And then, you know, you know how this is going to work. And then all of a sudden that ant just starts slinging that elephant around like a rag doll. That's what's going on here.
Got all them limbs and things.
Okay. Round 3. The truck one. Oh, look at that. Ripped it right out of there. Yeah, back him right on up. We may need to move the cable down a little bit too.
Wait, we can get it out from under there. We'll move it down here and it'll pull the whole tree over. Hang on, middle. Yeah. Going to screw his cable up. That's, yeah. Back it off, Steve. This right here, if we don't, it'll.
Yeah. Drag your cable against the ground.
Oh, that is true.
That's okay. He can reel it in and unwind that.
Oh wait, let me give some more. Slack. More.
One more time and then cranky.
Alright, now. Big pull it out. Watch it, do it easy so it don't get a lot of pressure on you. Flat back there. Perfect.
Got a good spot, get under it.
Pull the whole thing.
That's right. I'm gonna use up all my battery here, but it's worth it. Dodge Ram for the win, y'all. We ain't quite straight, but straight enough to get a clear road. She's out.
County to see him check the mail.
That's right. That's right. She's out.
Road's open.
The Dodge Ram smoked it.
Yeah, man.
All 4 rounds. I hereby declare the Dodge Ram the winner of this fight. Hey guys, y'all have fun. Nicely done. Well, since the trees moved, tree's gone, and you know, got a little time to kill before I go do my videos this afternoon. I figured I'd throw the fishing rods in the truck and the bait in the cooler and just kind of run around the lake a little bit, show you guys some of the lake, and see if I can't find me a little spot to some place to throw a worm in. But it's very, very pretty little lake. It's not real big. Yeah, right there. See that? Through the trees, that's the top of one of the old buildings. The park director was telling me that's the top of one of the old buildings right there underwater. An old cinder block building that when they flooded the lake, it was just there and no one took it down. Wild, huh? I see geese. The camp spot's empty. That's one of the primitive camp spots right there. That's the one I really wanted. But you know how it is. You can't always have what you want, can you? But we got a bunch of geese. And I got a bag of goose snacks. Look at the babies. Look at the little bitty ones. The little tiny ones. Alright, let's get some goose snacks out. Let's play with the geese a second. Pretty spot. Why not? You can see the top of the building right there. Just that little light shade. Square building flooded right there. Check them out. They're suspicious already. What you got in that bag? Is it stuff for geese, perhaps? Why, yes, my little friend. It is stuff for geese. Do you not like stuff for geese? Do you not like those? Here, how about a different one? Here. See, that looks better. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness, that one looks delicious. I'll eat that one. How about you? You like that one? Is that a good color? Yeah. What, you don't like the orange ones? We don't like cheesy poofs? How about y'all? Oh, yeah, you like cheesy poofs, don't you? Oh, hell yeah. Get away from my cheesy poof, man. My cheesy poofs, kitty. That's Eric Cartman, by the way, in case y'all didn't know that. Not a very good one, but it was, you know. Anyway, here's my bag of goose snacks and Leo snacks. That's what I was eating last night when I was watching TV. Where's the rest of them? Oh, I see them way back in the corner. Some over there. Pretty spot, isn't it? All right, guys. Here we go. Goose snacks. Watch it. Don't you eat that. That was my snack. That was my snack, you devil. Here we go. They're all in the water. Look over there. Look over there. Here comes a whole bunch of them. Here come 40 of them. Just getting it across the lake. How about y'all? You already had one. I can see cheesy poof all over your beak. How about you? Have you had one? You like cheesy poofs? Yeah, you like cheesy poofs, don't you? I hear you. I hear you. I'm waiting on you. Come on. I hear you. Yeah. There you go. Oh my God, you better run. Now, here comes a ton of little bitty ones right back here. A little puddle of them. Run. Run, Forrest. Run. There you go. Oh, it paid off. All that running all the way across the lake paid off. Oh my God, these are delicious. I love cheesy poofs. Here, you didn't get one yet. There you go. There you go. There's you. Nope. Nope. Trying to get one to mommy out there. This one, a little mallard, right in the middle of all the other weird ducks. I done told you, man, it's dangerous out there to be a duck, ain't it? To be a little one. Them big ones, yeah. Here you go. You can have one. Hit him right in the pecker. Oh Lord. It's great to be a hillbilly. You can get away with stuff. No one suspects a thing. It's just Leo. Yeah, you're bad. You tell them how tough you are. Oh, you want one? There you go. Yeah, I see you back there. There's your good one. And you want one too? Here you go. You're okay. You don't got to run with it. I'm not going to take it back. Here you go. That's a good one. Chicken flavor. I just thought about that. I just gave I just gave him a chicken flavored cracker. Oh Lord, got bit right in the ass. There we go, they're out there. Got to go back out in the water. Everybody in the water. Okay, you can have one. There you go. Little one, just grab it and then drop it and run. There you go, little dudes. Tear it up. Run with it. Yeah, here you go. I see you. I see you. Hey, 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 hey. No need to be evil. There you go. You want one? Oh, they're out there, y'all. Oh, it's like fireworks, grand finale. Just like fireworks show. Go get them. We're all wandering back out there. All right, go get them. All right, now that I've got Cheetos dust all over my fingers. Oh yeah, now you come. I'm getting ready to leave. You're awful cute though. We'll try. Ah, yeah. Yeah, look at you. You're my buddy when I'm feeding you. There you go. There you go, Mom. There you go. Cheetos dust is good. Chicken flavored Cheetos dust. You're all cannibals, by the way. Every one of you. I don't know. I guess it's chicken flavor, not real. Probably wasn't no real chicken in it. But yeah, you guys are still weird. That's also poultry. You know, you guys are. But never mind. I guess that's about enough for this one little spot here. I do believe I've pretty much squeezed about all of the excitement out of this one little place that you can possibly get. That's the little tent spot though. Check that out. Is that not nice? Right on the water. I wouldn't leave any food out though if I were you. Wouldn't leave anything that even remotely looks like duck food out here. Yeah, you're pretty. Yeah. How you doing? How are you? How are you? Yeah. Let's try that. Let's try it. Can we do it? Come on. Come on, be brave. Be brave. You know you want it. You know you want that. Go on. You brave. There you go. I want it. He got some guts. There you go. Good job, dude. Good job. Here's a bonus. Bonus round. There you go. That's for being you. That is just for being you. There's one more for being you. He's got Cheetos dust all around his mouth. Look at that. All right. Oh, we're really on about something, ain't we? Anyway, getting ready to leave. Happened, I almost forgot. Right back here in the back where that little playground is, that's the spot that I was telling you about where you go back into the trails here. Hiking trails, ATVs, bikes, you know, whatever you want, Jeeps, have at it. There you go. It's right back there. This is the main back end of the lake. The fish's tail is where I'm at right now. We're going to go down the fish's belly. The Boy Scout camp is on this side. That's the fish's back fin. And we're going to go down the fish's belly and down that way toward its chin. Okay. Now this is just leaving that spot where I was at, and right over there is that trail that I just showed you. Met some real cool dudes down there too. The senior citizens, retired, you know, 80, and one was a Vietnam vet, and retired and just out enjoying the day. Brought the geese some corn. And I thought that was pretty cool. You know, just two old army buddies, you know, just enjoying retirement, out feeding some geese. Very pretty little windy road. Look at that. No RVs. Look at that campsite. Look at that campsite. Right by the water. That is nice, isn't it? There's two sites down there, one on either side. Very nice. Not real private, but he waved. I waved back. Sort of. Waved with the other hand. I don't think he saw me. Not a very private site, but not bad. Don't guess very many of them are they? There's one. Overlooking the lake. Oh, what a pretty view. Look what a view at this campsite. Now that is worth camping here. I mean, it's asphalt, but that is a heck of a view right out your tent. A little one here, one on either side right there, and up here. And the campground host said that you can camp anywhere there's grass. Little road going back down in there. There's one back in the woods. Fishing access. That was a big old tree, wasn't it? It's weird driving this way, hanging out the door. It feels awkward. Luckily there's no one else around, just me. What is that? Benches all in a circle down there. Like some little chapel. That's pretty cool. We got a vehicle coming. I need to get off the road. That's pretty though. Look at that. Go down the little road right there. There's benches and go ahead. Benches and stuff. That's really pretty. Big old trees. Y'all look over my truck now. It's a mess, and it's 21 years old, but she still runs. I'm gonna have it a birthday party soon. I'm gonna have it a 21st birthday party. You think I'm joking, but I'm not. Little backwater. Look at that. I bet there's some bass in there. Thinking there's a spot up by the Boy Scout camp where I would like to fish. Kind of thinking right off that little dock. There's some hiking trails over here. Flora identification, plants. Another little site there. Camping in that area. Not sure why. It's about like the rest of them. looks to be a decent little spot. I just don't know about the day. I mean, it's cold, it's windy. I'm wearing a hoodie. Hello, baby ducks over here. Look here, little ones. We've certainly seen a variety of waterfowl on this trip. All kinds of different geese and ducks, and look at them, how they stick together. Little puddles. That is wild, isn't it? Look at the ripples on the water, kind of give you an idea of how windy it is. Just steady everywhere. Steady wind everywhere. Is that not pretty? Just look at the shimmer on that water. Every now and then it gets a little bit brighter and it just looks really pretty, and then a gust of wind will come. And it's 12:40 last time I looked, and unfortunately I have work to do today. Gonna have to pack up and head out pretty soon. I guess head back up to camp. Alright, we'll see you on a few. Let's give these little fishies a chance to do something, and we'll see if they're hungry today. Ooh, firewood. Unattended firewood. Really good cuts too. I will see you momentarily. Ooh, all of them have firewood. All these empty ones. Okay, those don't. They're defective. Nice new picnic tables. Trying not to get the kids in the shot. That was the people I met this morning. There's the tree, by the way. That's one side, and over here's the other side. Look at that thing. That is a tree. Alright, I went back to the wood pile and did a little bit of scavenging. You know how it is. They left a bunch. So yeah, I've got me a whole bunch. I'm gonna have me a nice bonfire tonight. Well, that certainly looks interesting, doesn't it? Looks like it ought to work. Looks like it anyway. May have to put a little bit more on the bottom there, smaller pieces, and get that going good. See if we can't get those two halves to burn before daylight. A little smoky, but not too bad, I guess. Okay, take it back. It's bad. Alright, may need to move my seat. The wind was going that way when I put it here. But it's getting a little bit overcast. It's just been a little bit overcast all day, but not quite this bad. And the rain should start, like I said, sometime just before daylight. I'm thinking it's 3 to 6, somewhere in that neighborhood. The tree looks wild there, don't it? Got a little rain shower passing by. Had to fall back to my awning. Not really a whole lot, but enough to get you wet. Certainly enough to, well, the truck's soaked. Road's wet. I guess it's enough to get you wet, right? There's definitely dropping. It's not cold yet, but it is definitely dropping. That cold, misty wind. Not real pretty. And my warm fire's way over there. Of course, I could go in my little tent and turn the heat on, but, you know, we don't want to do that yet. Oh, the top one's catching it. Where's my pokey stick? I think it's about all you're going to get without knocking it over. There we go. I like that. Definitely feel some heat from that. There we go. Put a nice big one up top. See if we can't get rid of those two big pieces before the night's out. Looks cool though. And it should put out some heat for a while and take some heavy rain. Keep right on cooking. Campground is deserted. Those two vehicles, you know, they're sitting there. I have yet to see a soul since these here left. It's been me and some raindrops. Everybody just left all at once. We're gonna live with that. Let's see, I need to put a big one right across the top too, don't I? Right through there. Of course, you know everybody likes to play with the campfire when you're camping. So, there you go. There, and I'll let you play with, you can poke at the fire if you want to. Here's a really good pokey stick. If you want to go ahead and, you know, just kind of help yourself, right? Virtual fire poking. ASMR. Well, so far, night 2 has been pretty quiet. Just been sitting around watching TV, you know, kind of relaxing. Got me a nice fire going outside. Let's see here. See how we're doing. Need a light. Yeah, we're doing good. About out of wood too. That's okay. And we'll get there. Nice little warm fire to go out every now and then and just kind of go out and hang out. But getting ready to have me a late dinner. Got some other stuff. I had some, you know, chicken and dumplings. I got me some corned beef and hash for in the morning with some eggs. That sounds good. Got some sausage left too. Maybe throw that in there. That sounds really good. As a matter of fact. But I've still got plenty of the barbecue left, and I really liked that last night. Got more of the macaroni salad. I've kept it in the cooler and went and got ice today to make sure everything stayed good and cold, so we should be good there. And got a piece of Polish sausage, and I was just thinking, take that, split it, put that in there, heat it up a little bit, get me a little tiny bit of oil, then toast the buns, then put that on the toasted buns, and have Polish sausage and pulled pork with the toasted buns using and macaroni salad too. So yeah, that sounds like a pretty good little dinner. Let's make that happen. That sounds good. But other than that, like I said, it's been you know, a nice quiet evening. I've been hanging out here in my little shed, you know, just kind of enjoying, and like I said, watching TV. Every now and then I'll run out and go to the fire, you know, play with it, get it stoked up or whatever. As far as I can tell, the rain is due somewhere around 3 a.m. I hear a little bit. Every now and then. You'll just hear, you know, the mist getting in the trees. It'll condense on the leaves and the wind will blow by, and you know, you can tell it's still damp out there. It's still wet, but it's really nice and bone dry in here. I've got my heat set on about 72. Don't want to get it too warm in here, you know. Wearing a hoodie, kind of running in and out to the fire, playing with it, and out to the truck, and you know, all this kind of good stuff. But I got it, like I said, got it set. Don't have to really bother with it. It stays just, you know, stays ideal temperature in here, and it's just, you know, all there is to it. But anyway, let me get me a knife out here. I want to split that and get dinner on and get this show on the road. Okay, getting my inner Julia Childs going here again. Got the pulled pork in here warming up. Let's see. Yeah, nice and low. Got my pan over here, just a very light sheen of oil from the Polish sausages, which are also waiting. Yeah, slight little sizzle. Give those just a minute while that's warming up, and we should be ready for dinner here in about 5 minutes. Well, it looks like a halfway decent camp dinner, don't it? Got my barbecue sandwiches, toasted the buns on both sides. They turned out really good. Ah ha ha. Practice makes perfect, right? And the macaroni salad, which may or may not be poisonous, but I don't think so. Been in the cooler on ice, and I think that's the point of refrigeration, right? Wish me luck. Last time I did something like that, I got sick. Because it was straight out of Walmart. It wasn't, you know, different situation. But anyway, and the Polish sausage. Got me a couple of those ready to go too. Got me a little bit of that left for in the morning. Couple regular sausage and some eggs, and got a can of hash browns over there. I may or may not throw in the morning. But now I got my kitchen all cleaned back up. Got my kitchen all cleaned back up. Nice and neat. Look at that. But yeah, we should be ready for watch some movies and stuff. Kick back and relax. I've got my remote, my cell phone. In case Heather PMs me or something. And got my cookie bag over here. The geese got my chip bag, but they didn't get my cookie bag. I had it hid. Holding back on the geese, y'all. Alright, here we go. little greasy, look at that. Little bit. But that's Polish sausage for you. It's less greasy now than it was. Crisp bite to it. Top and bottom bun toasted on both sides. drippy little devil. That's really good though. That is really good. It's a little bit drippy, but at least it's all going in the plate, right? Okay. Kick back, have some dinner, pick me a movie out, relax for the evening. Everything is done, all but the enjoy it part, right? Okay, let's do that. Well, it was a nice evening after all. Just kind of hung out by the fire for a while and just relax, watch a little TV and fix dinner. Real nice evening. But I do believe that is just about enough of today. I'm wore out. I'm wore out. I'm gonna call it a night. Should be raining about 3, so who knows, I may be up in the middle of the night dealing with some rain or something. Who knows, right? Future holds. Alright. Let's call it a night. I'll see y'all in the morning. Well, good morning. In case anybody's curious, this is what a 96% chance of rain looks like. Doesn't look very rainy to me. It poured all night last night. I mean, it poured rain. And I slept like a baby except for one little spot where it, rained really heavy, loud. No. As soon as that one passed, I went back to sleep. But my fire made it all night long. Look at that. Still got a little bit of wood. It's still cooking. The 2 big stumps there and the one on the bottom, I just slid one of them up on top of the other one. It took right back off again. If I don't know, they say it's supposed to get some rain today at some point, but, we'll see, won't we? The guys are over working on the tree. They showed up a little while ago, just after I woke up, started working on it. So they should have that out of there, and I'd say another half hour should be gone. And I just hang out for a while. Hang out for a while, do some videoing. I'll be back. Breakfast. That's what I was gonna say. Fix some breakfast. They're gone with their first load. They'll probably be back in a little while. They get a lot of that stuff in the trunk. I used to do that junk all the time. Yeah, anyway, I got my fire going out there, and I'm gonna fix me some breakfast. Since it's nice and pretty, they're still saying rain today, but it certainly don't look like rain out here now, does it? A little bit of a cloud, but nothing too bad. Looks pretty clear for now. All right, I'm gonna fix me some breakfast and wait for the rain. Nah, it's purely coincidental. Either way, now I'm gonna fix me some breakfast and enjoy my morning, threat of rain or not, and have me a good morning. Enjoy it, and if I have to pack in the rain, I'll just pack in the rain. I've got a contingency plan for that anyway. We may need to use said contingency plan. Alright, let's get some breakfast going. I've got 2 sausage links left, 1 egg, and the rest of the Polish sausage. That sounds like breakfast to me. Okay, let's do it. It looks like a breakfast to me. The sausage, eggs, well, 1 egg, and some Polish sausage for breakfast. And then start picking on this stuff here. Where'd my phone go? The weather's now saying, hang on. Look at that. Nice. Yep, it says rain at 11. But it said, you know, rain all day today too. It didn't quite do that, but either way, we'll get packed up, get started, and get with the program after breakfast. That sounds pretty good. Maybe get some music going and get started packing. Get out of here about the time the rain starts, maybe a little after. We'll see. Either way, I'm having breakfast first. The rain's just gonna have to wait. Well, we're cutting some lumber now. They'll have that puppy out there in no time now. Got all the little limbs, just the central trunks, all that's left. Firewood for all of you future campers. They're gonna split it up and take it down there to the Boy Scout camp where I got my firewood at, and pile it up for the next campers. Well, just like that, all packed up and loaded. The magic of editing. Yeah, I wish it was that easy. I really wish it was that easy to tear all that stuff down, pack it up and load it. I wish it was that easy. But we got it though. We got everything loaded and got everything all cleaned up nice and neat, just like it was when we got here. And the guys over there, that's Chuck and Tommy right there. That's the park administrator right there and his right-hand guy. And they're out there getting that tree cleaned up. But if anybody, you know, if y'all want to come down here, check this place out. Awesome place. Highly recommend it. 15 ain't got power yet. They run me a cable. Everything else is good. Wi-Fi is a little bit iffy. I have one bar in and out here. Charles was saying that they're looking into getting the Starlink commercial version, and had some questions, and you know, I haven't had many, so I could answer a few of them anyway. But he says that they're going to get the commercial version for the campground, so there we go. Cool. Anyway, it's been a really great trip. I've, you know, got my story done, got me a little adventure in the books, got to do a little fishing. Didn't do any good, but you know, they weren't even thinking about biting, were they? I guess we're going to get on out of here and call this one done. We will see you guys for the next adventure, and until then, y'all have a really good day. Leo out.